that came, like I didn't have one of this. I had one of
Hey, Shalom, Michael. First and foremost, we like to give all praise, honor, and glory
to Yahawah, Sham, Yahawashi, Qadash.
We'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. We'd like to say shalom to the elect and teach the word in all truth, faith, and sincerity. And what else could we do but to report to you the intents and purposes of Yahawah Sham. You know, the Lord, He's making His presence known in the planet Earth by these events unfolding. But they has always been recorded in the scriptures. Matter of fact, give me Jeremiah 30 and verse 24. And somebody also get Psalms 33 and start at like verse 9.
This is the book of Jeremiah 30 and verse 24. It says, the fierce anger of the Lord shall not return until He have done it.
So it says the fierce anger of the Lord shall not return until He have done it. And the fierce anger of the Lord is going to be on display in its perfection by the way of World War III. See, World War III is a biblical thing. It's just not something that came on the fly. This is the intents and purposes of the Lord, and that's why there's a thing called World War III. You got a thing called nuclear missiles. That's why Iran was attacked, and they retaliated. Well, this is all to build up really to the end of America.
That's it.
Because that's going to be the results of World War III. America going to be totally destroyed.
That's it.
Read it again, bro.
It says, the fierce anger, in Jeremiah 30 and 24, the fierce anger of the Lord shall not return until He have done it, and until He have performed the intents of His heart.
And the intents of His heart ultimately is for America to be destroyed. For Babylon the Great to be totally destroyed. And it says for His intents and purpose to be done, because the Lord said His fierce anger. So the Lord is going to use that fire to appease His wrath, man. When you go into Sirach, the 39th chapter, it talks about those spirits created for vengeance. And one of those spirits was fire to appease the wrath of the Lord. Because the Lord, He hot concerning this place of America. So that's why we seeing this place about to be summed up. You got it.
It says, in the latter days, ye shall consider.
It says in the latter days, ye shall consider. Can you get that word consider? And that shows you as well that wasn't, this is really the Bible days. The latter days is really the Bible days. That shows you this when Jeremiah wrote this, when this was scribed, you know, it wasn't meant for just that moment in time. No, it was concerning this moment. Right here, you got it.
Going to that word, teach. It says,
teach. So that word teach, it goes back to teach. So the idea, the teachings of the Lord, His fierce anger being on display is here today. That's why you have a thing called war and a world war, or World War III. Because ultimately that was the Lord's intent. This was the thing that was going to wrap this place up. And now that you see these events unfold, and it's not like it's going to go back. You know, this talks about the Lord's word is not going to return until Him more.
Even after the pandemic, it was a whole new term called what? The new normal. Showing you that if this place has gone, it's too far gone, man. It's not going to be no point where this place is going to have to do rehab and come back to its glorious state. No. America is only going to be in a degenerate state until the end.
That's right.
You know, it's decaying.
Right.
You got that,
Yes, if I may add, like you said, it's not going to turn back. This is Jeremiah 51 and 29. I read it NLT. It says, the earth trembles and writhes in pain. For everything the Lord has planned against Babylon stands unchanged.
See, the thing that the Lord has planned against Babylon, it stands unchanged. See, the Lord ain't finna turn back. You can't put a duffel bag on the table. Nothing you can do is going to sway the Lord of His purpose. Start 10, what 9 says?
He spake.
Yeah.
The book of Psalms, chapter 33, verse 9. For He spake, and it was done. He commanded, and it stood fast.
So you can't do that. Once He said, that's it. You ain't going to be able to somehow write a law up countering what Yahawah said. You got it, bro.
It says, Yahawah
Sham, bringeth the counsel of the heathen to know. He maketh the devices of the people of none effect.
So yeah, it don't matter your devices, your intents and purposes, because ultimately once the Lord works, now everything else gotta fall back, man. It talks about this. It says the same thing in Proverbs 19 chapter. There are many devices of the man's heart, nevertheless, the counsel of the Lord that's gonna stand. So you drawing up a fake blood saying, no, that ain't gonna play out like that.
His words do not return to him forward.
Right.
You saying that's bullshit.
That-
He said it's cash money. You can bank on that. You can bank the oath.
Right.
At the oath.
Yeah, cause this nigga's planning a damn a trip. You know, a nigga got a cruise in August. It's already bought. But the famine is possibly or willing, it's going to interrupt that. So, despite what your plans and intents is, it's all about what Yahawah says.
If I may, just to add, because we, me personally, I know particular brothers had to send up particular prayers for the situation that happened in Mexico this past week, man. You know, they killed one of the cartel leaders. Brothers actually had to, hey, brothers, could y'all send up prayers or whatever for my family members that are trapped here? Some brothers got wives, children, mothers, stepmothers that are appreciative of the spirit of Yahawah, in which brothers had to send up prayers for them. Why? Because these judgments are being played out upon the earth that, hey, the elect, the righteous shall actually be affected to a point that you're gonna have to send up a prayer for Jake to be able to move with a get out of jail free card, for a lack of better words. They're gonna move with
If I may, they're gonna move
the amnesty. Yeah.
They're gonna move the fear of the Lord.
Yeah, come.
Just like Noah, when it says Noah move with fear, actually led way into the saving of his household, man. And again, that's why we send up prayers with the fear of the Lord.
Yeah, because Jake, those family members would think that was coincidental for, it's just a good happening, but no, that came through. But the reason they're back in on American soil is by way of the men of the Lord sending up prayers on another beloved's behalf, on the Qadash to them. That's where you get it. That's where you get the 1/3, man.
I got some real quick. Just going back into us speaking the will of the Lord, will the Lord get done. 2 Corinthians 15:1, it says, "Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord."
Yep, and so this has come from up top. That saying ain't for nothing. That's a literal saying because it's coming from the heavens, man. It talks about that's one in Jeremiah, the 1st chapter. The Lord said He'll put His words in our mouth, and that the scripture said, "Where the word of a king is, there is power." So the things that we're speaking is not a suggestion. We're not shooting from the hip. It's not a, no, this is really a commandment from Yahawah Yahawashi. That's why we say, "Thus saith the Lord." As the brother just said, 2 Corinthians 15:1. That's the same as saying, "Thus saith the Lord."
It says, "It cause them to be written in paper, but they are faithful and true."
See, it's going to stand, man. And Lord, He's that faithful witness. And let's show you as well that you're going to have resistance. Motherfuckers ain't going to believe the report, but they're going to soon find out that if they didn't believe that they was really in it. Because somebody got to suffer through the famine. Somebody got to go through captivity and die from the teeth of wild beasts. That was one more verse. All right, let's get that one more verse and then bring that.
Psalms 33:11. The counsel of Yahawah by Yahawashi standeth forever. The thoughts of His heart to all generations.
So the counsel of the Lord standing forever, man. So this, and now we see it. Now we really in the confession of the Bible days. You finna see the counsel of the Lord play out. Go on, what you got, bro?
Yep, real quick, if I may back you up, it's Numbers 23,
Let's see.
verse 19, NLT, if I may. It says, Yahawah Yahawashi is not a man, so He does not lie. He is not human, so He does not change His mind.
And because that show you too, it's bound by the earth, the earthly realm. Because let's just say you really wanted to make some shape. You promised that you was gonna get there, but somehow, a scenario, you know, anything. That's so you damn, you know. That's why you would just say Lord willing, man. You know, but the Lord he say, yo, this is gonna happen because he's the most high.
If I may add, because the brother said too, it's like, yo, you can make a plan. It's like, yo, I'm gonna do this, and you can say it with 100%, but then the Lord send a situation or a happening. That the fact that you even got to equate that a happening may come about. That shows you in the power,
It
bro.
made me think about when Solomon he trapped the guy. He told him that he couldn't pass the river.
That's it.
And if he knew he'll die, and the Lord sent him with his servants. He had to go chase after him.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
So just so you, man, you bound by the mercy of the Lord. You just gotta hope. You bound by hope. Just hope the Lord keep us, man.
The Lord is in
You
control
know.
of this, man.
But just going back to say the word of the Lord, he's gonna say something. Like he's gonna renege on it, man. You gotta go read that again from the top.
It's number 23. It's like in verse 19, NLT. It says, Yahawah is not a man, so he does not lie. He is not human, so he does not change his mind. Has he ever spoken and failed to act? Has he ever promised and not carried it through?
See? And that's a question mark because it never happened, man. The Lord let you know that everything he said is gonna happen, like literally speaking it into existence. That's Yahawah, Sham. It plays out. That's why I talk about when Samuel, the Lord let none of his words fall to the ground because the Lord was with him. He gave him those words to speak. You know? You got it out.
God, I got two. Baba Sham. Lamentations 3 and 37 NLT. It says, who can command things to happen without the Lord's permission?
See? That's it. Without his permission, without his say-so. It talks about a leaf. Sparrow shall not fall without the green light of the Lord, man. So guess what? That shows you the Lord, he green lighted the destruction of America. As much as you see that this place will be a 45 undefeated place, the Lord gave the green light for America to be destroyed. It talks about that it say that in Jeremiah, the Lord have pronounced evil against this city. So this is what you seeing on display, man. You got it out.
Yeah, second precept, Ecclesiastes 8 and 5.
So I can read that again. First, we said it was in NLT.
I got some real quick behind it. You got it. That's a beautiful one. You got it. I got it right behind it.
Like, yep. Lamentations 3 and 37 NLT. It says, who can command things to happen without the Lord's permission?
See, who can command things to happen without the Lord's permission? So we commanded the destruction of America. Why? Because the Lord permitted it, man. He commanded that for his men to come out and to proclaim the downfall of America, which is Babylon, the great in the scriptures. And even the scenario of how it's going to play out. We commanded the nations to turn on the whore because that's what the scriptures say. And the scriptures say to all ye that bend the bow, shoot at her. That's a commandment, man.
That's it. God.
You know? So, but the Lord using us to proclaim it and to speak it in existence. That's why you're seeing Babylon, the tiny talks, they really burning bridges and shit. Because it's setting up this final scene. Are you good?
It's okay, you good. Respect.
That was it on that. Oh yeah, that was that other precept.
Real quick, just to back you up. Matthew 6 and verse 10, it says, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven.
That's it. So that commandment from the heavens is trickled down to the earth, man. So the Lord, his will is going to play out, man. No matter what you going, whatever, you know what I mean? You can't say none of this. You got your precept. Oh, that was it on that?
I got one more. Ecclesiastes 8 and 5 said, whoso keepeth the commandment shall feel no evil thing. And a wise man's heart is discernible time and judgment.
See, a wise man discernible time and judgment. So us having really the true wills of that true light, the testimony of Yahawashi, we know that we're at the end, man. We have a certain spirit on us. We're anticipating this place to go down. We're anticipating the power to go out, for the water to stop running, for the food shortages, and really people losing it. You know, because the Lord gave us this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. And the report entails that this place is going down. But you got it out.
Yeah, this is Isaiah 55, verse 10.
Like
It says, for as the rain coming down and the snow from heaven,
that's it. You had that too.
and returning not thither,
We can get that one too.
but watereth the earth, and maketh it bring forth and bud.
And that's what this word do. Once it comes down, it actually causes things to grow. As we continue to talk about World War III, it's getting more intense. To the point now, Iran has been attacked. And them niggas retaliated. More missiles. You got the what was the Poseidon. And you hearing about these different missiles and these strategic. It's getting more intense as fucking it was to perfection. That apple, it might be a little green and shit. Then you starting to see it getting a little redder. It's coming to its perfection, man.
And if I may, even they say it gets so right. Instead of you pluck it just fall off the tree.
You ain't get, you can't do nothing about it.
Yeah.
You can't keep it up.
Yeah.
Because the United States is showing like it's the apple. This is the place or the target for destruction and the Lord's indignation. Because a buzzword that Esau likes to use is preemptive. Man. He said a United States preemptive strike. United States is trying to get Israel to shoot missiles, but Israel ain't. I think Israel just done it like 3-4 hours ago. But the United States shot another one just 3-4 hours ago. But the United States shot the first one, and it was what preemptive, which going into that word, which means I'm doing this to deter or to discourage any further actions that
And
these
that's
dudes
it.
make.
How you gonna shoot the block up to expect the nigga to shoot your shit up?
Don't shoot me back.
You doing that? You doing that shit in the name of peace? Look, let's say, man, the sword, this nigga, his results. It got to be World War III. If he console you by cutting you open, that's how he fix you. He got to cut you open. So that show you, man, this nigga, he try to keep peace by, like I said, the preemptive strikes to, like I said, to deter. Nigga, that's gonna make me even more hot. Now I'm finna fight dirty now.
It's like,
You trying to keep people, you still underhand shit. Read that again, bro.
Yeah, this Isaiah 55 and 10. It says, for as the rain coming down and the snow from heaven, and returning not thither, but water with the earth, and make it bring forth and bud.
And that's what this word do, is water the earth and make it bring forth and bud. It causes the events to happen in the earth. By us speaking into existence and then we narrate it. You know? You got it.
And that it may give seed to the soil and bread to the eater.
Right, that's why as these things happen, we're being satisfied because we understand the movie. We can actually say, and after the destruction of the kingdom, people don't have that. They ain't got that on on the table for them. Yeah, that luxury for water. Because the niggas, this is the only thing they know. And let's just say, nigga, think about something after America. They use the same template. You using a dollar bill, niggas still got stoplights and shit. So that show you everything got to be destroyed, man.
Yeah, it says, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it.
See, so it said it's not gonna return void, man. The Lord ain't finna do some halfway. He gotta come back and he gotta spin the block again. That's not gonna be the case. That's why when the angel said he poured out the 7 vials, it is done. It's finished. He ain't had to come back and it was a corner left. He got to put the rest on Seattle. No, man, this shit over with. It's over. Because the Lord said, if he said, you got to double back, it would have helped. But no, he said, this is it. You know? That's why you got all these missiles on the earth. You know? That was it on that number.
Book of Job, chapter 23. Start at verse 11, 13. In the NLT, it says, for I have stayed on the Heavenly Father's path. I have followed his ways and not turned aside. I have not departed from his commands, but have treasured his words more than daily bread. But once He has.
Part of treasuring his words is treasuring his doctrine, the true prophecy. And that's why we don't change it, man. You know, because something that's precious and it's valuable, you don't want to cut it, man. You know?
That's going to devalue then. Once you're being touched, that's it.
Go my head too. That you stand on in line with the doctrine. You know, into that field with the commandments, fulfill everything. And you go by and think it's like Halalyam. You know,
It is
it's
heavy.
like nigga preserves.
No, that's like you got. I know because the word Scripture say he has stayed on the path of the Lord. You say continuing, you know. You got it.
It says, but once he has made his decision, who can change his mind? Whatever he wants to do, he does.
So, hey, matter of fact, you got that, yeah.
This book of Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 2. It says, my doctrine shall drop as the rain. My speech shall distill as the dew. As the small rain upon the tender herb, and as the showers upon the grass.
So that's what it's going to do. I'm down to 39 by myself.
This Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 39. And it says, see now that even I am he, and there is no power with me. I kill and I make alive, I wound and I heal, neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand.
So that's pretty much basically what I just read. Is who can change his mind? He's gonna do whatever he wants. He want to kill. He want to restore. You know, he wants you to bug out. He drawing up plays that's bringing negative yards.
Yeah.
Everything Esau doing, he really damaging himself, man. As this nigga trying to bring forth the greater tiny tops project, that nigga burning bridges with his allies doing that shit.
And he can't stop from being the devil.
Right.
It's really the Lord sitting up east side of beat.
That's it.
I got some real quick. This Proverbs 16 and 1. The preparations of the heart in man and the answer of the tongue is from the Lord. Like this, so the Lord, he's sitting up an Edomite that play the role of an Edomite, man. Because there's certain characteristics that these devil deal with. Number one, we know that deceitful. And another thing, these niggas love war, man. One thing that Esau love is bloodshed. He do it for fucking sport. Right. You know, and you can see that his bloodthirsty man is getting more thirsty as we get closer to the end, man. That's why he always want to shoot missiles on people and go to wars, man. You know?
Was that it on that? Hey, Zaki, that on that? You had something. You good? All right, cuz you got it.
In the book of Sirach, or Ecclesiastes 38:15, he that sinneth before his maker, and let him fall into the hand of the physician. Yeah, this is Esau pretty much falling into the trap of Yahawashi. It speaks about how the destroyer should come upon him, you know what I'm saying, for prosperity. So yeah, Esau doesn't know that he set himself up with Yahawashi to initiate the milk he shot at him. That's right. That's what's being said with Iran. You know, they're getting into it with Iran. Israel getting into it. Both these nations are going to be destroyed. They don't even fucking know it.
Hey, somebody get Proverbs, what is it, 20, 24, 24, and 20?
If I may, if the brother read that back one more time, just to add a point.
God, Sirach 38:15. He that sinned before his maker, let him fall into the hand of the physician.
Yeah, that when did you get that? When was the phrase coined, God bless America? That was doing what? That was doing the bombing of the Twin Towers. That shows you then that the Lord ain't with these people. Why else are you asking the Lord to bless these to bless this nation, man? It clearly showed that the spirit of prophecy was against this place, man. Mm-hmm. So why pray for America when it's clearly these guys have not hasn't stood for anything when it in regards towards keeping of the laws and statutes and commandments of the Bible, man. Yeah. They made abortion okay. They made they're trying to make pedophilia okay, and then they made homosexuality.
It is okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
They telling you it's okay.
But you know they're trying to make that the new norm.
It's gonna be okay openly.
Yeah.
A nigga can, cause you already had these terms such as map.
Yeah, see.
Fucking.
Mind only attracted.
Yeah. You attracted to minors prepubescent. And it's a term now. You ain't just a pedo. You can get locked up for saying that too.
That gonna be
You call him a map. Just like how a nigga say he her. You get locked up, you gotta call them a they. This shit, it gotta be destroyed, man. This is a sick fucking place. Select it. You got it, bro.
Yeah, this is
Numbers.
This is number 35 and verse 19. It says the revenger of blood himself shall slay the murderer when he meeteth him.
The murderer. That's Cain, man.
That's it.
He was a murderer from the beginning. What was his blessing? The sword. When the nigga got hot over the birthright, he said the only way to console himself was to kill Jacob. It only goes back to the so-called white man Esau. He's the murderer. And that's why we know there's just power, man. The Lord is uprooting this nigga, man. You got it, bro.
Okay, it says the revenger of blood himself shall slay the murderer. When he meeteth him, he shall slay him.
See? And it's gonna be with those missiles, man. That sound like that sword getting wet. You know what I mean? Because that's what the Lord doing. He wetting that sword. That's why you got the Poseidon. That's why you got hypersonic missiles. You got all these damn drones and shit. You got all these type of weapons to contribute to the uprooting of America. Even the chariots. We at the point, we know at the end of the world, it's the norm. You know, these people just going by their regular day and the Pentagon telling you it's aliens without telling you it's aliens in a sense.
Casually.
It's the angels. We know it's the angels, but it's the fucking Pentagon telling you it's aliens out there. And them niggas gave you footage. But niggas going, they worry about it, who gonna make the playoffs this year, or whatever the case may be, man. 50 Cent, that shit. Niggas making diss records and they tied up and Iran just, you know, that shit happened today. But guess what, you think a nigga worry about that? They trying to see who the next what the next diss track is gonna say with the 50 Cent shit. Yeah, who finna is LeBron gonna retire? That stupid shit, man. I'm tired of this play. This shit, that's why, man, you know, it's great to be vexed. Cause it constantly reminds you, man, that we're this is not our rest. If you vexed, I mean, if you not vexed, you know, there's something wrong. Now, I'm not saying you 24/7 jacked up, but it's healthy to be vexed, especially in this lifetime, man, because all this wickedness, man, this shit is fucking cesspool. But
when the Epstein files came out, they should have drawn them niggas to want to really like burn the city down. Them your fucking politicians and shit,
right,
man.
Yeah, nigga went so hard on Vic.
Yeah.
Fucking dogs, R. Kelly and shit. R. Kelly, even with that shit, they all consented with R. Kelly. But still had to dig some more shit up, the Diddy shit. Yet the niggas who signed the laws, the legislations, the niggas that had to go send these motherfuckers to wars, they determined the prices and shit.
God.
You just turned the other way.
From the edge, bro. Because I think Bill Gates just admitted he was part of the Epstein files.
See?
You know, but you don't see that happen to this nigga, but they'll crucify somebody like R. Kelly.
Somebody get our Ephesians the 5th chapter real quick, about the side of that verse. Some sick niggas, man. And like that right now, you see that like niggas. You like, of course they niggas, man. That's a stain of blood. But what these niggas do, man, and somebody also get on Western Psalm the 2nd chapter. You got that Ephesians 5 and 11 come on. You got it well.
The book of Ephesians, chapter 5 and verse 11. And have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness.
Yeah, because it's unfruitful because the results is death. There's nothing that's going to, it's prosperity, it's, you know, that comes from this devil. On all levels, even with this man, his technology, you got to deal with radiation or fucking, everything. It's always some type of side effect with this nigga. So ain't nothing prosperous about this guy.
Recall.
But even you got to recall. Unless you got to throw all that away.
Yeah.
But even the nastiness of this nigga, you got it out.
But rather reprove them. For it is a shame even to speak of those things which are done of them in secret.
So that's why a lot of that shit was redacted. The niggas, they still embarrassed because even though they put it out there. You going to like Canaanites, they did that times 10, man. Them niggas are outside ancient Canaanites. That's why I even talk about how Sodom and Gomorrah was just an example. You get a taste test, you just getting something on a toothpick versus the full thing. You getting a whole thing, you getting a 30 piece now. That's what this is. It's just overwhelming national wickedness, man. Some was that on? That was it on that. Who got that Wisdom of Solomon 2? It talks about on they Wisdom of Solomon 7 chapter. It said they are clean, contrary.
Okay, this is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2. Okay, and I'm gonna start at verse let me start at verse 13.
Wow.
I'm start 13. Yeah,
Hold on. Start at 10, bro.
yeah, because this is Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 10. It says, let us oppress the poor and righteous man.
Yeah, it's an oppressed part of righteous man. So that's a certain spirit that's on the planet Earth that's only the elect possess, man. You know, that's who this devil come after, man. That's who those are the ones that's really vexed. That are, because Jake don't think they're oppressed. Nigga really think he's free because he can clock in and out. Nigga, if he want to quit, he'll quit his job. You know what I mean? That's freedom to these niggas, man.
It says, let us not spare the widow.
But you gotta still rent, dude.
Yeah.
You got.
It says, let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age. Let our strength be the law of justice.
And that's what they do. They lean on their laws and legislation. It talks about that in Psalms, the 12th chapter, I believe. It says, with our tongue, we shall prevail. That's how these niggas get down. That's it. Nigga have a legislation or something on the books, executive order to justify him coming to your house, seizing your goods, just pulling you over. Whatever the case may be.
So like, let our law be the law of justice.
That's it. That's it. That's what we're reading. Read that again, bro.
God, this was from Psalm 2 and verse 11. Let our strength be the law of justice, for that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth.
So that's what this nigga, he lean on his law, his legislation. That's why in this society, it's okay to be a freak. It's okay. And you will get locked up if you critique this guy. You know? You got it, huh?
It says, therefore let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn.
See? And this is a sign of it. We calling y'all on your nastiness and your wickedness. You off. You have built this. And ain't nothing up to code. Yeah, nigga, everything really, the whole house gotta go down. Because ain't nothing up to code, man. And the house is condemned. Nigga put the wrong shit up, the wrong wood in the wall. Everything. Nigga, heat trap flipped the other way. It's just everything off.
Man.
The wiring system, that's why the power won't go out. Everything is jacked up. And they even said that even concerning their power grid, it's not up to code. Because that AI shit, it takes so much. Nigga gotta have so much water. That shit hurt more than it helped. That's why we're not for alternative. Everybody will fucking die. You stand behind the wheel. You got it.
God. It says, therefore let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn. He is clean, contrary to our doings.
See, you know what I'm saying? A nigga could be doing nigga shit, which is bad, of course. But who created, who is the source of the nigga shit? A nigga didn't know about a kilo of cocaine, or even know how to put that shit in a pot and turn that shit into crack. Jay don't got no mental capacity to go into chemistry and shit to make that shit lock up like that. That's some Edomite shit, man. You know, and these souls and these certain documentaries tell you, you know, the CIA and all these guys, they were behind the shit, man. You know? So yeah, Jake do wickedly, but he is the wicked, man. You had something real quick?
To back you up, Proverbs 20:26. Train up a child in the way he should go.
Right.
And when he is old, he will not depart from it.
That's it. So he was trained up to be wicked, and the Lord is trained up to be the righteous, man.
That's it.
But you see this devil, he was already from the jump went astray. From when he was Cain, even when Esau, Isaac told him don't
Go to the Canaanite
go to the Canaan. The nigga went to the Canaanite women, man. So they just show you he talks about that as well in Psalms 50th chapter. Since thou hatest instruction, man. You did. Get grabbed that, Bobby Shah.
Yep. Psalm 50 and verse 16. But unto the wicked, the Most High saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, and that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth?
How dare you swear on the Bible, you know, associate yourself as being a Christian, man. Yeah. Especially like these maggers. These niggas, man. Yeah, because they'll put on that front, that Christian front to be perceived as pious. Yeah. You know, because that brain of Joe Biden, that shit was, that brought him, that added more nastiness, you know, on top of that Obama shit, he already Then when Biden came, now niggas was going for the kids. They was going for the children. Niggas coming out, you know, with puppy masks. I mean, they went all the fuck in. Yeah. So when Trump came, that was like a sense of relief. You want to be a Christian because you want to get that gay shit out of here. But come to find out, they fucking, they pedos.
And cannibals, man.
They just want to be in the closet with it. But the other side just want to be all open with it.
I don't want to keep it in the closet. I don't want to walk out in broad daylight.
So that's why them niggas, you know, that Christian, they want to proceed as pious and they want to get back to the Lord. Even when the nigga Chuck got with the devil, that added to it. But he was a demon too. Okay. You got it out.
God, it says, sin thou hatest instruction and casteth my words behind thee.
So the nigga was sworn the Bible, but then write you up for
You're being late. You ain't lying.
you getting rolled up. Fuck him, man. This is a sick place. This is Bizarro world. Because everything the opposite, like literally, up and down.
Idiocracy.
That's good. That's the spirit. I just watched it.
Idiocracy.
Niggas use a Gatorade to plant the water. That's what they doing. In the sense of Monsanto and shit.
Yep.
I'm my head onto your point too, bro. Because like the deal when Esau, as the scripture went into, you know, when you train up a child in the way in which he should go, when he's old, he should not depart from it. That's how people in this shit. They're taking on the cuss of Esau, so-called white man. They're supposed to pass the song these. You know what I'm saying? That's stuff from your rule. It's taught from the top on down to the bottom.
If I may, that's why Jake can't see a world without Esau. That's the only thing they've seen their whole life, man. You know?
That's why, as I mentioned, a nigga come up with a black dog. He can see himself taking over Eve, but he's still gonna keep the same temper.
Yeah.
You own the transit system now. Instead of just scrapping this whole shit, you got, instead of George White, you got Tupac Avenue. Yeah. It don't work. That shit gonna be destroyed too. You had a precept.
Oh, go back to it, movie.
Oh, Kyle, you go back to that Psalms 50 one more again.
God.
Oh, yeah, 16.
God, Psalm 50 and 16. But unto the wicked, the Most High saith, hey, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth?
Yep, because that's what this nigga done. He have associated himself to the Bible, man. Even, you got, let's say the tiny tops. This nigga said that he the people, man. He even in the land and saying they the Edomites and shit like that. How dare you? And you came up with kosher pork. That term. Because ain't that kosher about it. But the nigga somehow said it's kosher.
toilet seat.
Yeah. You gotta go drink out of the toilet bowl. I don't care if it just came out the store. You still wouldn't do that.
Yeah, because you know the purpose of it. You know the purpose of what it's intended for.
And that's it. The scriptures talk about that too. The Lord, out of that lump, he had created that of that same plate, one for clean, part of the country. So Jacob is that goblet you drink the yayan out of, and he is that toilet bowl. You know? But you gotta go.
Verse 17, it says, "Seeing thou hatest instruction."
Yeah, he hate instruction. Because you can't condemn the LGBSYZ, especially if you have a platform. Nigga, you know, a nigga say bundles of sticks. You know, you can't really say it, man. Shit fucked up. You say bundles of sticks and you on a stream, you could potentially get cut. You could get demonetized. And that happened to a lot of streamers. Niggas say, you know, faggot. And now that whole stream don't mean that nigga had $100,000 on the stream. They took it because he said faggot.
Yeah, he ain't gotta say fairy.
Yeah, anything that contribute to somebody getting offended.
Yeah, Momo.
That's why motherfucker got this DC culture that's politically correct.
Yeah.
You know, mostly that DC culture actually eliminates review. You know, because you want everybody to be cool, you want everybody to get along, instead of basically pushing forth a certain standard, man.
That's that hating instruction. So like,
If I'm,
like I said, that hating instruction. You said politically correct. Just you know, just what they call that shit. Damn, what you call it? Not just deal with it in a sense, just deal with it.
yeah, that's that ostrich
Well,
thing.
get on.
Oh yeah,
That roll on
that's
the
it.
hill. You just put your head in the ground and let everything go on.
Right.
Everything is just really crazy, man. But just going back with the you mentioned earlier, bizarre world. I hate the evil and love the good. If you are more here, instead of these people stoning you, you'll be celebrated.
Your office will be up there and shit. So like,
Yeah, in everything, man. It's just ass backwards. That was it.
so like, bro.
That was it.
That was it on that. Con,
All right,
you got
go back.
Malachi and then
Yeah. This is Isaiah 24 and verse 4. It says, "The earth mourning and faded away, the world language and faded away. The hardy people of the earth do languish."
Hey, and that show you that they the source of the languishing. The haughty people, the proud, the Edomites. Since this man came into earth, these terms such as microplastics, forever chemicals, fucking carbon monoxide poison, just all these new ways to fucking die, pretty much, and to be fucking to be defiled. Nigga came with shrimp cocktails. That's all that contributes to the earth being defiled. Because now the ocean is dirty. It's not being properly filtered. You got it out.
Filtration system.
Right. Yeah, that nigga that show you that he's the basis of man. Because now you the very trash, the filter, you like damn nigga.
Licking the filter.
Yeah,
It's nutrients in there.
yeah.
Still something
And that
like
way tell you, nigga was out of trial and error, he tell you the proper way to cook a lobster. Don't kill it first. Throw it in boiling water. You know, just sick, man.
Yeah.
It would, the meat would be right if you kill it first. Then put it. You just gotta throw it in some boil. That's why them devils, man, y'all gonna get fucked up because talk about the temperature of people. Nigga come out with some crazy shit. You got the dancing squid, but that's Moab with. Still, all the motherfuckers gonna get it, man.
Who told him it was prosperous for it to be a dancing school? Esau.
Yeah.
Esau created that platform for it to be prosperous.
Nigga commercialized it and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, it says the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof because they transgressed the laws,
Right.
changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant.
And that's what we just read in Psalms 50. He hated the instruction. So this nigga said, fuck the land Sabbath. We can spray this. And it's gonna come fast and these niggas gonna eat it. And we can sell it at this much. And it only take this much to make it. This nigga, he's not, the law, statutes, commandments is set up to really to be a perpetual thing. That's why everything is fucking short here. It's temporary because he's not going according to the law, statutes, commandments. Yeah. Come.
Root 4 and 1. It said, this is the book of the commandments of the Most High.
Right. See.
And the law that endure forever.
See, and a law that endure forever. That's just like car maintenance. Put goddamn diesel in some shit that say 93. That shit ain't gonna run, man. That's what this devil doing. He putting cooking oil in the shit. You supposed to say 0W20. They use some other shit. Cause his science say this is more efficient.
He seen this in his uncle shoe show. Throw moonshine in the gas tank.
Right.
So I'm gonna throw moonshine in the gas tank. Nah, this ain't a moonshine gas tank.
Right. Because the earth need to be ran properly, man. You ain't got a fucking this ain't no Nissan Altima, man. You just run this bitch into the ground. This is
A luxury car.
luxury car. It was thoroughly thought through. When you think about the ecosystem and shit, everything is tangible with one another.
Okay.
Well maintenance.
Yeah, the wolves need the deers need this, the trees, all this shit go hand in hand. This is fuck all that up.
If one of those things get knocked out, then everything falls.
And that's what he did here. The place this, he had to go here and do this here, to adjust for this. Now you got power lines. Now you got,
And they even mess up like people ecosystem, like even like a mole rat.
Right.
A lot of mole rats be getting messed up. Like some of the power outs be like a mole rat eating through it or digging through it. You got a mole rat, the one that dig through.
Yeah, the mole rats.
So even though that might be a grotesque creature, I'm like, what the hell is that? That thing actually got a benefit for the planet Earth.
Okay.
Right. It's finna eat your neutral power line up under there. That neutral line that you need, hey, you finna eat through that bitch. Man, none of you niggas got fire. Lord is built like that.
so he offended, man.
Okay?
Read that again, up.
Root 4 and 1. It says, this is the book of the commandments of the Most High and the law that endure forever.
That's why the kingdom of heaven gonna be perpetual, man. Because we're gonna actually be built. If we're gonna build a new covenant, then we're gonna be built in such a way to keep the law, statutes, commandments in its fullness, man. And that's why it's gonna be a perpetual thing. It's not gonna be temporary. Everything's gonna grow. It ain't gonna be. We got some sour grapes. This is an old wrinkled grape. You got a whole batch of just sour grapes. And you're gonna see what happens when righteousness is in power, man. Because now wickedness is see the results of it. See, if you just everything is really fucked up, man.
For not keeping the law, it affects the people too. If you got everybody at war,
Right.
Putting the laws in place, saying Isaiah 7 something about you should see war no more.
Yeah, that's gonna lead to peace.
Yep.
Yep, because it's gonna be we're gonna actually civilize the people. See, the people really ain't civilized because you can get up, pay your bills, wash your face. That ain't civilization. You ain't being civilized. You just being in the system. You really start contributing, add to the earth. That's being civilized,
You exist, man.
Yeah, you
Just
just
like a
exist.
rock.
That's why they That's why they call them niggas useless eaters.
Yeah.
Because the only thing you can do is really eat, sleep, and shit, man.
Yeah, and that's when because when you see these niggas, you think about tenders. You like, this nigga favorite meal is chicken nuggets. He don't eat like real food, like niggas like burgers and shit. Yeah.
You take this nigga to a steakhouse, this nigga order some chicken tenders, man. Like showing you like how Israel wasn't raised on plans. We're warrior and classy people, but Israel wasn't raised like that, man. They was raised to do the shit that Esau taught them. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers raised up looking at boys in the hood. Now you want to be like, what's my boy name? Not Low Dog. Ice Cube. Dope Boy. Now you want to be like Dope Boy. Then all of a sudden this nigga died in the end.
He gave Jake Black that culture and shit.
Yeah, it is.
Even that damn I was just thinking, you read that commercial, it's on the fucking radio. And Jake, they coming with it, they making a fucking gumbo.
Yeah.
Jake making a gumbo and the little kid like, can I put more shrimp in it? Like, nigga, that ain't part of that shit, nigga.
They even did McDonald's. Bye, 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 bye. That's Jake shit, man. All that shit, all that shit really pushed towards Israel because these are the most influential people. Even you go back into the Egyptian Empire, you go back to the Assyrians, King Darius, all these people knew if you have these people, you really rule the earth. Because if you got these people by the reins, everybody else is going to follow them. You know? Y'all got to say.
Man, people saying they only consult the cast Jacob down from this extra, man. It's like y'all talking about with the commercials. It's all geared towards Jacob. But Jake don't see us. The underlying issue of what's going on is trying to juggle the plot, man. That's all A30. They want to cut you niggas off, man. Yeah, because they know you're above them.
The McDonald's, like the McDonald's first got a hip hop beat in the back. So motherfucker, you think it's for everybody? No, it's for you niggas, man.
Hey, who named it Mickey D's? You know what Jake did that shit.
Jake gave that shit a nickname. It been McDonald's till niggas started getting into it. Now it's Mickey D's, you know what I mean? Take this shit.
Hey, but they even remind me of Judas the 5th, chapter 2. Basically, if these people don't sin, for lack of better words, you can't fuck with them. But if they do go out there and basically it's free game. So Esau basically won't continue under that mindset of being a damn American. Man. You know, the mindset of just being here in Babylon and being comfortable. That's why the Heavenly Father, Yahawashi told us to be not conformed unto this world, man. Because once you be conformed to this world, ultimately you just going to get a ticket to destruction, man. Yeah, because it's like no matter how much money you got, or nothing. Because even niggas trying to get G-Wags and things like that, you been in the mindset of America, that's not going to deliver you from the milk. You know?
Yeah, you got to change, as brother was going into, you got to change your taste buds, man. That's right. And everything that America has facilitated to you has been carnality. It feeds to your taste buds, man. That's why, as the brother was going into that, the McDonald's analogy. Yeah, you niggas go to McDonald's. That's what you frequent at. But what do Jake shit on you with? They shit on you. Jake would tell you it was a 5-star restaurant. But it's something that goes beyond a 5-star restaurant. When you eating really is an experience. We ain't just eating, eating. You know what I mean? It's an art to it. You got it's a Michelin star. You got 1, 2, and 3, 4-star Michelin stars. Fuck a 5-star. I want a Michelin star because a Michelin star comes with.
Even do that because that's still Esau shit.
That's easy.
In the kingdom
That's
of heaven, actually gonna be bad.
It's going to be they use umbrella and
really shit. Yeah, better and shit. If I make two Bible shout, they don't mean that because a lot of people they be setting that thing up. Again, that's why I said be not conformed to the world. Yeah, but
you got let's get this scripture real taste buds. Let's get this scripture.
In Psalms 36 and verse 1, it says the transgression of the wicked saith within my heart that there is no fear of Yahawashi before his eyes. For he flatters himself in his own eyes, and to his iniquity be found to be hateful.
Hey, and that right there, this nigga is blind. He's blinded with pride. Beginning with and that shit spills over to nigga, man, to niggas. But now you see the earth, they hate Esau. Just the sight of this nigga. You hear his voice. When brother mentioned Bill Gates, I see his face, and I can squeeze it with my mind. I hate that motherfucker, man. That's the sight of him.
That's it.
He's sick.
I feel you kind.
It says the words of his mouth are iniquity and deceit. He have left off to be wise and to do good.
Read it again, bro.
Again, it says the words of his mouth are iniquity and deceit. He have left off to be wise and to do good.
He have left off to be wise to do good. Because this nigga know about the truth, man. He ain't like he stupid guy, but he is. Because he left it. He's not going to concede, but you see why though. Because the prophecy say he's going to get his ass handed to him. You see why he ain't going to bounce. But this nigga, he's in his pride, think that somehow he's going to prevail, man, because the Lord gave that to him. That strength, which talks about who shall make war with the beast. Gave this nigga his technology. You know, he can see into the heavens. Nigga got certain laser tech. that still ain't gonna, the Lord just gave you that for these people.
Got some real quick.
You got it.
This book of Sirach 19 and 22. The knowledge of wickedness
That's it.
is not wisdom.
Yeah, because ultimately, you're gonna plumb yourself into a corner, man. You're gonna plumb yourself into a corner because when that nigga made the atom bombs, he fucking, somebody got a hold of them files.
It's scary. You know, even when that boy Oppenheimer, he said, I became to destroy the world.
Right.
So he basically created the thing that was going to destroy himself.
The very thing he thought that was gonna settle it made it worse.
And that's been Esau them on the whole time.
Right.
When he came with, Jacob and Esau, he thought that stew was just going to be good. He going to get the thing on the back end, but he ended up in the worst position, man. You know? But it says, the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, neither at any time the counselors of sinners prudence.
So that show you ultimately the results. The results is this man is gonna lose, man.
That's it.
Whatever he's plotting is not gonna hold up. Cause even with this nigga attacking Iran, these other countries and shit, yo, allies looking at you like, man, when we gonna drop this thing? When we gonna get this bitch? You don't think they been saying niggas on the landline? They on the track phone.
Yeah. I'm
Trying to see about America. Because the Lord put in there, and it talks about the Lord put in their hearts to let them have their time and ultimately turn on this bitch, man. We saying why. It ain't gonna be just because the Lord just out of nowhere happen. But the Lord is making it a good story. We saying who, what, where, and why, man. There's a build up to the destruction. This is a beautiful movie with witches.
Right.
You know?
I appreciate it.
Matter of fact, listen to look more. It says there is a wickedness in the same an abomination. There is a fool wanting in wisdom.
That's it. That's a fool. This nigga, ultimately, he's really lacking. Oh, that's why it talks about he's not being watered. That green tree is drying up. You know, because at one point, the Lord allowed this man to prosper. He was able to run circles around Jacob. But now he don't got that will. Nigga can't come out with a McDonald's burger no more. He can't. That shit don't work on Jake. No, ain't Jake. Okay, cool. They can make their own McRib at the house now.
Yeah.
TikToks and shit.
Hey.
So, a real McRib. They got some beef rib. I see it. Jake did that shit. Real McRib with beef.
He had the ketchup and mustard barbecue sauce. Even did. They're going back with Esau technology and wisdom. The height of his technology is with robots and the cell phone.
Right.
He can't create another human being. No, he can't really manipulate the elements like Yahawah, Sham, Rawchaa, and that's what he really want to do, man. That's why he's so fascinated with damn split atoms and shit. You know?
If I'm making it in NLT.
You got it, bro.
This Psalms 36 and verse 3. In the NLT, it says, everything they say is crooked and deceitful.
See, everything they say is crooked and deceitful. Who else could they be with Eve, man? This nigga, you ask this man a yes or no question, he would say, well, back in 1982, my father, like, damn, that's all that. And still would never say yes or no. That's him. He's crooked and deceitful. You got it?
It says they refuse to act wisely or do good.
He said they refuse to act wisely. Because this nigga attacking Iran, nigga, you waking up the bear. You got it?
It says they lie awake at night, hatching sinful plots.
Because he really can't go to sleep. He really can't go to sleep because once the morning comes, that's it. So he ain't got no choice but to be up all night.
It says their actions are never good. They make no attempt to turn from evil.
See? Oh man, that's the spirit. Somebody get the prayer of Azariah, verse 9. It said they'll make no attempt to do good, man. That it talks about how it's bred in them, their malice, how their cognitive will change. It's not going. You can't rehabilitate an Edomite. That's why after 1,000 years, he just gotta go because he's built in such a way just to do the opposite. It talks about him that opposes himself against the Most High. He was created like that. At least the other nations, we're going to be able to beat them into subjection.
Yeah.
But the Edomites, you're going to be like, damn, the Sabians tired. They like, damn, man, this nigga just get rid of him.
Esau gonna be going up in the kingdom of heaven.
Right, yeah.
He ain't like we just gonna beat him. No, it's gonna be a reason why we beat him. Nigga had a coup, you know.
The Sabians' eyes, they piss yellow. They ain't like a cloud yellow, they piss yellow. Beating the shit out of these damn Edomites. Right, yeah, he's the thoughts, like the thoughts. That's what's going to contribute to them. They gotta just go because everything they just built in such a way. Nigga see a squirrel, he get kind of hot over it. You gotta put that down, man. You gotta get that out the earth, man. Because how could you even? That just show you was built. You was built to be the wicked. You gotta go.
Yeah, this is the prayer of Azariah. In verse 9, it says, "And thou didst deliver us into the hands of lawless enemies."
Mm-hmm. See, into the hands of lawless enemies. Because everything his standard is set up is not according to the will of Yahawah Sham Yahawashi. You know, as we just read in Psalms 50, he hated instruction. It's really no order here. Yeah. There's no order here. There's really no true standard. Just as long as you pay your taxes and shit. You know?
Yeah,
stop at your lights,
it.
stop at red lights. You know, ain't no true standard. No true order here.
Yeah, respect the white man.
Pay your bills.
Yeah, pay your bills.
That's fucking it. You got it.
And it says, "Most hateful forsakers of Yahawah Yahawashi, and to an unjust king, and the most wicked in all the world."
See, and that's who we under. We see in this play out on his face said the most hateful forsakers of the Most High. This nigga, from him, the facing the images, to him saying, yeah, see, God really, you know, he put words in the Lord's mouth.
Yeah, come.
Pretty much. With his doctrine, this new form of Christianity, modern Christianity, is a sick form of a thought process, man. A modern Christian. You don't want to go into their mind because JC ain't got nothing to do with it. That's just a facade, you know. But that's what we're under. The most hateful forsakers of the Most High, and the most wicked in all the world. That's why everything fucked up. You got breathing problems. You arguing with your woman. You got a headache because of the lights. That alarm clock that's pissed. You woke up pissed because of the damn alarm clock. That shit fuck with your body, man. You got all that water in your body. That sound fuck with you, man.
It disturbs you because the scripture tell you waking out a man up and with a loud noise, man. So that's all. You ain't supposed to be waking by a loud noise. That's all.
And that shit it ain't nothing you hearing like a rooster or
That's
some ambulance shit. You hearing engine. Yeah, some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Some type of fucking like a robot scream.
Yeah.
That's what the shit sounds like. A robot coughing. That shit vexing, man. But you gotta get up. That would make even more.
Hellcat.
You got something?
I had some. You got
The book of Sirach, Ecclesiastes 27, and verse 24. I have hated many things, but nothing like him.
See?
The Lord will hate him.
Yeah, the Lord will hate him. And we see why. Because of his actions, the things he do with beasts and men. Oh, the scripture even talks about that's why the scripture talk about both man and beast. It's going to be destroyed here in America.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah.
Because I don't tell him. I know it's a stitch. I know it's a stitch in that car, and I know it's a stitch in that apartment. And it wasn't just a natural nigga working out stitch either. It's him and that dog. So just going back to the point that this man got to be removed, man, because that's just a regular Edomite. But come to find out, these politicians, they nasty too. What was the guy who ran with Kamala?
Joe Biden.
Tim Walz. he got caught tugging, you know, that horse. Yeah. So that's these Edomites as a whole, man.
Okay.
That's why. See, this is why America's gonna be destroyed. America's gonna be. Then what America's gonna be destroyed? See, America's gonna be destroyed, man. At the end of the day, because of shit like that, the shit you talking about, you know. But hey, that's mercy, man. The Lord ain't gonna let this be forever, man. You know, read that again, bro.
Sirach 27 and verse 24. I have hated many things, but nothing like him.
Yeah.
The Lord will hate him.
And he got all the attributes of the Lord hate. We talking about the 16, the Lord hate, even the 7 of the abomination too. Esau, he embodies all those characteristics, man. And the nigga got power on top of it to bring that shit on top of that.
Yeah. This is why Esau pretty much demonized the word hate. He didn't want to because he understands the scriptures, man. You know that if you was to understand that hate was a righteous emotion, you know, in its righteous order, right? Then you would hate it. So that's why he gave you Christianity. Love everybody, love everything. You can be as you want, man. And you Jake, you fail to come out of that mindset that Esau gave it to you, man. So guess what? You're gonna suffer this man's same punishment. You know?
You got it, bro.
I got something. This is Psalms chapter 10, verse 4. The wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after Yahawah Yahawashi. So we know who the wicked is. That's Esau, the third part of men. But the elder had went into the count before that the pride of his countenance is what? It's his sister. All right? His through the pride of his countenance. Hey, I continue to say, will not seek after the Most High, and not in his thought. Yeah, because only through science, through pseudoscience, through statistics, through pseudoscience and statistics, Esau has primed the mind of Jacob and has completely eliminated Yahawashi Yahawashi out of every factor of every equation, man, to a point that Esau really does believe his own bullshit, man. And that the fact that the world is actually reverberating these lies. He actually has fell into it. The grandfather that told the lie to the son, the grandfather and the father is dead. It's only the grandson left. What is he to believe, man? He's to believe that he built like that he like that. But now we're sitting in the state of the grandson. Hey, nigga, you ain't great as your grandfather's told you was. We are. That's why you asking the Lord. That's why you asking the word of God bless America. Hey, brother, could you pray? Hey, we can hear me out. This is what we really meant, man. Fuck all that, man. I'll read back. It's a lot. It says the wicked through the pride of his countenance, through his system, man. As the brothers so eloquently going into. It's his system that got Jake effed up. It's his system that got Esau pride. It's his system that actually got Jake removed away from his power, which is Yahawashi Yahawashi, and will not seek after Yahawashi Yahawashi. The Most High is not as in his thought. So where if he told you that the Tuskegee experiment was really an experiment to get niggas syphilis, what made you think that he told you the truth when it came to the spirituality, the saving of your souls, nigga? You tripping.
That show you got everything that he present as good. What's that Sirach 14? About to grab that. When it perceived as good, that shit really ain't. There's a sinister plot behind it. Like you mentioned, the Tuskegee thing. You know the nigga gave Jake his sentence. You know how they used to do the UAV programs. You get $500. You ride on the bike and start getting everything. That shit. You know what I mean, motherfucker? Draw you blood and shit. They just want to see. If you ride your bike, you get through riding your bike, they give you $500 for this shit.
Oh, straight right. It's gonna get shit to the Rawchaa.
Ain't no telling what the niggas doing back then, you know what I mean? Say they going for a new study, everybody get $3. That shit probably stretch for Jake, you know what I mean? Jake get $3, he just took a new shot just to see what's gonna happen.
And they did on the banner of the vaccine.
Yeah.
And guess who persuaded a lot of the men to do that? A black woman.
Jake was burning, Jake got down. He wasn't just tied to one, you know what I mean? He was bunning, man. He was going around town bunning and shit, man. So that show you, man, is going into like even with that, this nigga set up. This nigga the one that set up Al Sharpton and what's the nigga that just died? Jesse Jackson.
Jesse Jackson.
That Jesse Jackson. That's exactly. That nigga came up with African American.
That's it.
Ben died out of that
Jesse
shit.
Jackson.
He should have died right when he said African. Lord got his ass. He gonna be raised up when the missiles come. Lord gonna get that nigga, man. He ain't just gonna die on his deathbed and Lord gonna raise that nigga up when the missiles come. But you had what you that was it on what you had, bro?
Oh yeah, kind
You got it on
Yes,
the
sir.
side.
This Job 9 and verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
See, it said the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, man. And when you got your hands on something, that means your fingerprints on it. So that's why you see a McDonald's in Egypt. You see the Chinese, so-called Chinese, the Moabites wearing 3-piece suits. Those are fingerprints of the wicked. Even motherfuckers flying the
Airplane.
the airplanes, the air pilots. You gotta actually speak English.
That's it.
Shit, a lot of these countries, they'll have their native language, and then underneath that shit say pizza or something. Like, damn, they still gonna have some type of, when the tourist attraction, it's a hotel with the same setup, it's a sink, just like yours at the house.
Yeah, if you see a female hard drive, you see American influence.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Right, real talk, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that nigga come and bring his democracy, and that opens a box of roses. Now, your house condemned, your house fucked up now. You gotta be bombed.
Infested. It's just.
You know what I mean? You gotta bomb your house now.
Yeah,
Because
God.
of all the damn roaches. Because you brought democracy. That brought forth, like I said, the leggings and human rights. LGBT, you got crowd, what they call crowd walk, whatever that shit called, man. Yeah, feminism and they just, sometimes they just throw out everything. They become atheists and shit. According to East Side, nigga, you can bring them finish out.
And to your point too, because just going back that's for like a where you say basically you go on vacation, you really going to still to
America. You just ain't at your house. They gonna clean up when you leave. That's it, man. God damn. You got it, brother. Bring that again sometime. You gotta take my wife, but you start thinking about shit. You know what I mean? Like you ain't believe this shit. You still here. You still in that. You still in fucking America. You turn the channel. You still somebody. You got the TV on. You put on. It's just in a different language. You just reading the subtitles. You still here, man. It just so you gotta be destroyed, man. You gotta read it from the top, bro.
Again, Job 9 and verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
See, it said, if not, where, who is it? Because this man, as I mentioned earlier in the spirit, even with this modern Christianity, nigga will put words in the Lord's mouth, man. God he is all love. He supported the train. These motherfuckers out here to say that shit. But this nigga on all levels, his fingerprints are everywhere concerning everything that's bad and the problem in the earth. When you think about beaching, then you gotta go into the trash islands and how the ocean is being defiled. Then you trace that thing, it's the nuclear waste and these different trash companies, you like, damn, now who own them? The small hat. Then you go into fucking microplastics and you trace that back, it go back to the same nigga. He said the feminism problem, the Black Lives Matter. You wonder why this nigga so emotional. It go back to Eve, man. He's the source to all the problems in the earth. That's why I said, if it's not him, who else could it be? Because you can't say it's the Arabs. You want to say the biggest thing these niggas did was make them tower fall? You want to say that? That's the biggest shit them niggas ever did. You ain't done. I ain't shit compared to what you niggas have done on the earth, man. You got it out. That was it on that precept. Oh, you had something? Oh no, yeah, precept real quick.
Yeah, this Job 13 and verse 4. It says, "Be y'all full to the wise. You are all physicians of no value."
Physician of no value. That's what they read earlier. The unfruitful works of darkness, man. This ain't nothing prosperous from an Edomite. Even if it's perceived to be, a nigga would say through his colonialization, he came with technology and society, but it's a side effect to this.
Good.
You know, everybody's sick now. You gotta take pills and shit. The nigga, you gotta see it. You got a thing called organic. It shouldn't be that. Why you gotta say it's organic? Whoever came on this, he gonna get tossed around too. 100% juice.
If I can add, because Esau sets it up like you know Esau's the king of carnality, because I went into the documentary where Esau says that back in the 70s and the 80s that they would give you a laughing taffy, anything that they give you, the flavor noise that would go along with it, they would link. He said, yo, that would cause a motherfucker not to pick up my Starburst for 2-3 weeks. He was like, nah, I gotta shorten that. So I'm gonna give you a Starburst, I'm gonna give it to you, taste it as long as it's on your tongue. But the moment you swallow it down, the taste disappears. That draws you back to come back to me. You see how Esau is? It's always to keep you coming back. It's never to sustain you or to actually to top you off. So hey, yo, I'm good. To satisfy.
Hey, that's it too, because as you mentioned, the Starburst, the nigga hijacked the flavors. Then nigga said, no, this what a strawberry really supposed to taste like. That's it. Because you can actually make strawberry candy paste. You can fucking, you can make literal fruit roll. You goddamn mush it up. You know what I mean? And you can bake this shit. You put a little flour in. You can make that's the real fruit candy. And then nigga said, fuck all that. This how it really supposed to taste. Then he don't even do justice on banana candy. Sick nigga.
Oh yeah.
But tell you that they like, damn, you get offended. I'm on back in your area, you eat a banana candy.
I'm already here. What you saying, bro?
There ain't no fucking banana.
That's how they say, all got orange and yellow and stuff.
That was the last thing in your Starburst bag.
Orange and yellow.
Yeah, and they have the weakest flavor.
Right. They probably have more like the yellow red and the yellow celery shit now. You know? It's secret coat.
That's sick too. You got yellow 5, red 8.
How many reds is it?
What is that?
Yeah. What's red? What red one is? You know?
Even when you look at these ingredients, you can look at that shit. It starts from it's much from the least to the greatest. I mean, from the greatest to the least. So you look at these juices and shit, that shit started off with sugar, then water. Then that ain't even the base.
Yeah.
They say water ain't even the base.
Good.
They use all these sugar, goddamn corn syrup. They start off with that, then they add water to cut it.
And then they put on a thing made with real fruit juice.
Yeah,
I thought it was fruit juice though.
Right.
You know, I got some fruit juice. This is the book of Sirach 12 and verse 10. Never trust thine enemy. More like his iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. And again, this guy, he have always been a devil, man. Especially when it came to feeding you, even going back into the times of slavery, a nigga steal a pie or some shit. You know what I'm saying? But Esau set that shit up. Yeah. Esau put the pie right there. You know, like a bait cart. Esau put the pie in front of everybody, in front of the slave door and shit, and walk away. Then come back and say, who ate my pie? Basically set Jacob to get put to death, man. You know?
Jake still got shit on
still got shit on his chin and shit. You know, like that radio spirit, man. For my pie, you know? But that's why boy said never to trust this nigga, man. Because the only thing he's going to try to do is to set you up to die, man.
If I may too, as you mentioned, and iron rusted. So, you understand concerning that process, it really gets worse over time.
Yeah.
So, 1864 Edomite, really a 2026 Edomite is worse than that. Because now, he really, you you don't know he's your enemy.
Mm-hmm.
Especially back then, you knew that this nigga hates you at least. You know, you can't, you know, you say some, you know, it was a certain line not to cross. Now you just all around this nigga. What they saying, you know, it was a snake there till you get bit. We know this nigga that serpent, man. You know, but he's more dangerous now because we mentioned earlier, Bill Gates. You look at Bill Gates. You can take him for real, but the nigga there, he got a guard there, he got something there, then he got something. A nanobot. You know what I mean? You know, but as Iron Russell, so the nigga really got worse over time, man.
You got even then, because just going back now, instead of them just selling you a pie, they're gonna give you a vaccine now. With a burger with it.
Yep.
You know, it says, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. It says, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his blood hath not been altogether wiped away. So again, when people try to rehabilitate an Edomite, because that's what a lot of these niggas who try to say Gentiles can be saved, like, oh, they cool, yeah, they just, you know, you just give us the land back and no, man. You can't rehabilitate these devils like it says. When you think he's cool, because even that nigga Deacon and shit, not to get off topic, he got an Edomite teacher. It's an Edomite white woman that he got pushed forth the words of Israel saying the Lord, she said, yeah, the Lord of black man, like she trying to push forth this righteous vibe.
That's that damn GOCC shit.
Yeah. She trying to push forth this righteous vibe, but she an Edomite. She the one that's probably giving this nigga the bag and paying this nigga and giving these niggas tips how to lead the sheep straight, man. You know? It says, set him not by thee, lest he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. That's what Israel fucked up in the first place, man. Because Israel, we are a lovable people and things like that. But at the same time, Esau took advantage of it. You know? It says, continue on.
And then what was nigga had gas, gave the nigga hitting the pipe together. And that's morning, them niggas got down raided your seat.
If I could add, the scripture says, set him not at that right hand. You got ambidextrous individuals, but it's still it's a dominant hand. The Lord says, set him not at that right. So you don't put him in the midst of the things that strengthen you, man. You don't put him in the midst of the things that make you you. The teacher will never divulge all his secrets unto the student. The Most High say, man, hey, y'all are from beneath, I am above, man. My ways are greater than yours. So it's just certain things we can't even comprehend. Why would you give Esau a full access to your thought process, man? For him to overtake you. And now he has co-opted this thing. He's the Israelite. He's the true Jew. And now you on the outside looking at, I really am the guy. Nigga, shut up.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
If I may, just going back to school, we can tell you how them niggas can't make it. It say, the name of the Lord is dreadful among the heathen.
They won't even say her shit.
You niggas only say Yahawashi, Yahawashi. You know?
The name.
The name.
They say the
name.
The name said.
You know, the name said, no.
Where he
That ain't the Hebrew character. That's a Yah right there, brother. You know? It says, least he seek to take thy seat, and thou at thy last remember my words, and be brick therewith. And we telling you that a snake is among you, man. Like this broad Cardi B, man. She endorsing this other black bitch to be a senator, but guess what? She wicked too. And again, instead of people taking advice from the true men of the Lord, niggas taking advice from Facebook and social media, man. Niggas don't really look in the news and look what's going on until you get posted somewhere.
Right.
It's telling you how docile our people are, man. World War III is going to happen and niggas just going about their day. And it's not going to be, nigga, it ain't going to really hit you people until a famine, man.
Hey, they slack it. With the script, that's why I said they are actually a part of it. They are part of the destruction. That's why as bro said, they just going by their day. They do not until.
That's why I said at the last, that's why I said at the last be pricked there with it. These are the last days. Because a lot of these people who's going to get taken out, you're going to get paid for the shit that you did in your past life.
Yeah. So
rejecting the words of Yahawashi and everything.
Yeah, so basically everything that is being said here by way of Yahawashi according to his prophets, these things have been said, man. You're supposed to learn from them. Because at the end of the day, Yahawashi is saying he's giving us mad examples for us to understand, like, hey, history repeats itself. What makes you think that you're not gonna be a victim of it, man? Either you gotta be in front of it, or otherwise you're gonna find yourself a victim of it. Why? Because you're behind the line. Now you gotta catch up to history. Now you gotta relearn what you should have been learned.
Yeah, but let's say my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Just like when Yahawashi appeared into niggas in Capernaum, they didn't want to listen to Yahawashi because they was doing too good. They was doing too well. They was in a comfortable state. And the same thing now, man. But this going back to Sirach 12 verse 13. It says, who will pity a charmer that is been with the serpent, or any such as come out wild beasts? So why would we even pity you when we told you that this guy's the devil, man? And then you like, you got to go all deep. Just ask your auntie, ask your grandma, and just ask your everyday life. I mean, everyday things. And it's a reason why this nigga is trying to do away with certain books, man. This nigga trying to bring slavery out to school. You know what I'm saying? And all these things, because ultimately he's trying to hide his sins. Right. He's trying to hide the things that he did into the nation of Israel, man. But it says, so one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with them in his sins, who will pity? So we're not going to pity when 2/3 of these niggas get carted off, man. Especially like a lot of these Mexicans. Niggas are heavy Catholics, man. The bitches, they love to worship Mother Mary and things like that. And you wondering why ICE coming after you because you're not worshiping your true power, man. So we're not pitying you because you deserve these things. Now, if you return back into Yahawashi, then good for that, man. But if you don't, fuck you, man.
Jake don't really learn.
Yeah.
Because they know it's a snake.
Yeah.
That's the crazy part about it, as we mentioned earlier concerning Steve and all the extra shit the nigga had done. Even with ICE, even before that nigga was splitting that church up.
Slavery.
You remember they had them caged in under that freeway? That was to the northern tribe.
That was under the Barack Obama.
That was under
cabinet.
Goddamn Nimrod faggot ass.
Yeah.
So that just show you that Jake don't know. And what was that old story? The woman, she nursed a snake to health and got bit, and she asked why. He was like, "Bitch, I'm a snake." So now you can't feel sorry for these niggas, man. Just like a nigga, he tried to do a kick flip on the skateboard and broke his arm. The nigga really did it to himself. But you gotta go.
It says, it says, so one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with them with his sins with pity, for a while he will abide with thee. But if thou begin to fall, he will not tarry. And that's what Esau wants you to do, is fall, man. And then he play on it. You know what I'm saying? Because ultimately, niggas just think about now. But even you go back into the 1800s, 1700s and things like this, Esau was thinking about now, right now. You know what I'm saying? When my niggas, they was checking the job and shit like that. Niggas was just chilling. You know what I'm saying? Esau was thinking about the end times because Esau, he's aware that Yahawashi is going to come and get him, man.
That's right.
You know?
Man, too. That's why the scripture speaks about Esau being what a cunning hunter. Ever since this whole system was established, he was setting up a trap for you Israelites, man.
That's it.
And it was all leading to the mark of the beast. So when this man systematically crashed everything, then what are you going to lean on? If you got hope in America continue, then by default, you're going to do what you say in your life here. You're going to take the Quran, man. So that's what we're trying to do through the Holy Spirit is to, give you the message so you may say, fuck America. Yeah, this place needs to be destroyed in order for peace to be established. You ain't going to find peace in America, man. It's impossible. Why? Because the scripture says otherwise. It says that you will not find peace here. So yeah, rise and depart, but this is not your rest. See that? If I may, Isaiah 36, verse 6. It says, lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt. Whereon, if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. And so is Pharaoh to king to so is Pharaoh as long as trust him. Just when you trust in Esau, that means you trust in America. But by default, when this system breaks, that reed that you're leaning on for support, when it collapses, the dollar falls, right? The jobs are lost, and you like looking around like, where do I get my relief from now? Well, they're gonna come with the Quran. They're gonna come with a chip and say that, hey, take this, and I'm gonna give you the necessary bread and water, whatever you need for survival, man, the essentials. You know? But the Lord has given us another hope. What was it? Revelation 3:10?
Grab it. Grab it out.
Yeah.
Grab it, bro.
Yeah, Revelation 3:10, it says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, which goes in the suffering. We kept his testimony throughout our sufferings. It says, I also will keep it from the hour of temptation. I said, what's the hour of temptation? That's the time which the society collapses. Esau initiates the mark of the beast, man. You know, you're going through famine, you're going through hardship. You lost your job, you lost your house. Everything that kept you upright in America, the Lord took it away. All right? That's the hour of temptation. It said, we shall come upon all the world to try them to dwell upon the earth. See? So it's going to be a time period in which the whole world is going to be tempted to take this man's mark. Because it's going to take really the faith of Yahawah to escape that, man. To resist. To not bow down until until Esau's order, man. Okay?
Hey, man, it's like, let's show you, just going back, we got hope now. That scripture shows that's an outlet. We ain't got to look for food in the sense of you doing something carnal. That right there, that's going to spark the miracle. Meditate on that. What you got?
John, Psalms 46:10, it says, be still, and know that I am Yahawashi. I will be exalted among the heathen. I will be exalted in the earth. And if I may just add on to the opposite point, man, just basically, with all these things going on, it says the Lord's going to keep us from the hour of temptation. And that's why Scripture said, the Lord said, they are, you in the world, but the Lord ultimately going to keep us from the evil. So ultimately, that's why it says, be still. Ultimately, you're going to have to get time to let the words of the Lord to work, man. Now, just a perfect example, Daniel in the 3rd chapter, the 3 holy children. You know, basically, they were like, yeah, man, you know we going to kill you. He was like, go ahead. My Lord can save me. But even if he don't, let it be known. You know, basically, putting down his...
We ain't careful to answer
you these questions. So basically, the 3 holy churchmen, they snapped on them, man. And the reason why they snapped on them because they had faith and they had hope that the Lord can deliver them out of their situation. They were still, it ain't like they were like, man, you know, and trying to run, stuff like that. Neo, Matrix, you know, you doing some stuff and, you know, all of a sudden. But guess what? The Lord made it an emphatic miracle by throwing men in the fire, and the Son of Man was in the midst thereof, man. So that's why we have to be still and we be put in certain situations. When we do be tempted with things, we got to be still and basically let the Lord do his thing.
Matter of fact, somebody get on some rock and pick the light. You had something? Woo!
That is Lamentations chapter 3. And start at verse 21. It says, this I recall to my mind, therefore I have hope.
Ooh, see? See, the report ain't just there just to be there, man. Jake, you know how Jake be getting out, making merchandise off the word. No, this gives us hope, man. Now we got an outlet, that lifeline. Because it's going to get bleak. The Lord, it's going to seem like there's no answer. But what the Spirit talk about, my help coming from the hills. I look unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. Because the Scripture talk about sorrows on every side. So you ain't no back door you can get out of. You gotta look into the heavens. You gotta go.
It says, it is of the Lord's mercy we are not consumed, because his compassion faileth not. Let me skip down. It
So
says,
it's like it said, we are not consumed. And it's gonna be by the flood, man. But Esau and his military, that's part of that flood, man. And the Lord, his mercy, we're not gonna be consumed by it. Because you know this how this nigga get down. He gets down by the way of the sword. His answer for everything. If you want to keep peace, airstrikes. If you got some hurt, cut you open. This is how he's gonna try to set us up by sending forth his military, man. You got it.
it says, it is good that a man should both hope and quietly wait for the salvation of the Lord.
That's it. That be still. Because you just gotta just hope and trust in Yahawashi, man. Because it's nothing really we can do that's you gonna physically withstand the judgments. You had a bad strategy the whole time. No, man, it's not gonna work, man. We just gotta hope the Lord keep us, you know, and guide us properly make the right decisions, man. You know? That was somebody get that Sirach 51, I think started like 7. You had something? Oh, okay.
Book of Sirach, chapter 51 and verse 7.
Oh, come on.
It says, they compassed me on every side, and they were and there was no man to help me.
See, it said they compassed me on every side, and there was no man to help me. So that could be from the military to the plagues, man. And no man to help me is really everything carnal. Scripture speaks on that in Jeremiah. I think it's 14. Cursed be the man that trusts in man. Make him flesh his own. But blessed be the man that trusts in the Lord, you know? So we trust in the Lord, Yahawah Sham outside. That's right. He said he did. It sounded like he said, I did too. Read that again, Papa.
It says, they compassed me on every side, and there was no man to help me. I looked for the succor of men, but there was none.
See, the succor of men is the aid of man. From a gun to beans and rice. Yeah, so that's the aid of men. And that would, in a sense, when the back gets wall, those things come. It will come through. But the judgments of the Yahawah Sham outside is not going to work. Then he talks about the riches, even your riches, because that's even a defense. But it says, but the excellency of knowledge, the wisdom give of life to those that have it, man. So we got the best resources. This is what's going to keep us alive in the spirit.
Because that proves that we're being made upright, because only man can make use of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Because so righteously, as the brother was speaking and going into his analogy, it made me think hey, these 2/3 of these heathens, they're going to move about like brute beasts, man. Because either in that day, you're going to be moving with wisdom, and you're going to move off instinct. Animals move instinctually. I'll bring this out and expound more. This is Psalm 73:22. So foolish was I, and this is King David speaking. In ignorant, I was as a brute beast before thee. So before the Lord gave him his knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, King David would have been walking around in these times, hey, trying to get the bag, chasing after women, chasing whatever allure that Babylon could give him. He would have been chasing the spiritual treasures of Yahawah Sham that would have called him to be upright, and for him not to be seen as a brute beast in the sight of the Lord. Because the Lord is only dealing, the Lord tells us that his flock is of men. He didn't say beast, he said of men. And the only thing that can be in the image of a man is one that is made after the image of the Most High. We know the Most High ain't dealing with the carnality of the physical, he's dealing with the spiritual representation of who he is. So Jake is going to be out here like brute beast in that day, man.
If I may add, even it's a rock about those 5 senses. You can see here talk what separates a brute beast from a man is what the understanding. You know what I'm saying? The wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. That's why he said brute beast too. Because a lot of they got here brute beasts because they don't have to understand those God.
They move out those that's how they move. Just off those senses. If it tastes good, it's okay. If it smells bad, that's why they hate the white sage. That's a sign of the brute beast.
He hate white sage.
You got
God, Proverbs 2 and verse 10. It says, when wisdom enters into thy heart, and knowledge is blessed into thy soul, it says, discretion shall preserve thee, and understanding shall keep thee.
It says, discretion shall preserve thee. So ultimately, you're going to be carrying yourself in a certain type of way, man. Not even just wearing fringes. That's not a part of discretion. Now you're going to be a big target even when you come here work, man. You know about Rashad, if you read
that's probably the teachings of Solomon too. It talks about to give the young man discretion. Let's show you that's all part of him the testimony of Yahawashi. You got
but also righteous deception. Even King David, feigned himself as a madman when he came looking for him. Sometimes you gotta play that role. You know what I'm saying? That's to escape out of a certain situation and using wisdom. But reading again, Proverbs 2 and 10, when wisdom enters to thine heart, and knowledge is blessing to thy soul, to say discretion shall preserve thee, and understanding shall keep thee.
Yeah, so having this wisdom and understanding is going to keep us. Unlike these people who are brute beasts.
right.
Verse 12 says, to deliver thee from the way of the evil man.
Yeah, you know who you're dealing with, man. It ain't like you just dealing with any other adversary, man. You're dealing with one of your biggest enemies. And even they're basically in a disadvantage, man. Esau got home court advantage here, man. So even Solomon tells us we have to be wise in the midst of these people. What the Lord told us, he's going to send us as sheep in the midst of wolves. You know, so ultimately with this wisdom, knowledge, understanding, we have to move a certain way.
You got it. No, it says, yep. Verse 12 again, to deliver thee from the way of the evil man, from the man that speaketh forward things.
From the man that speaketh forward things, he's going to the word forward. It actually goes back into perverse, man. And one of those perverse things, one of the many perverse things this guy teaches us. The LGBT, the XYZ, but one of the perverse things that he's going to push forth on you is that seed help, man. That little thing. Because he's going to try to forge you into his way of life, into his system, man.
Book of Sirach, chapter 51 and verse 7. They compassed me on every side, and there was no man to help me. I looked for the succor of men, but there was none. Then thought I upon thy mercy, O Lord.
So as you see, it was sorrows on every side. Then he looked to the heavens, man. Then thought I upon thy mercies, O Lord. He went back to the records. You know? You got it, right?
And upon thy acts of old.
Hey, that's why the brother mentioned the 3 holy children. Because really, even though that actually happened, that's an actual event. That's really a prophetic chapter. Because this is, we seeing that system playing out again. Because it's gonna be a mandate to actually receive that mark. Once you hear that music, when them news stations cut on, tell you got that time.
It's on your side.
5, 6. This shit come on with the intro. And tell you gotta take that thing, man. You know, that's gonna happen, but as you read the latter end, we got hope. Those men stood on business and Yahawashi saved them. You know? You got it, bro.
Come. The book of Psalms, chapter 22 and verse 4. Our fathers trusted in thee. They trusted, and thou didst deliver them.
See? It checks out, man. It checks out. The Lord, you trusted Yahawashi. You know? Because even when you go into the everything that happened back then, the scriptures already recorded. Going to 7 AD. Even they had the documentary a few years back concerning the flood. They told me that the flood happened, man. Sodom and Gomorrah, they see them goddamn sulfur balls and shit like, damn, man, it checks out. You know? Pharaoh's chariots and shit. Crushed in the soul, you know what I mean? It checks out. You got it, bro.
They cried unto thee and were delivered. They trusted in thee and were not confounded.
See, man, what's that? Sirach, the 2nd chapter, man. Whoever trusted in thee was confounded, man. And it talks about that who believe in truth, man. It's in truth. Under the truth, God, you just can't say Yahawashi Shema. You don't believe the mark. You believe that all either can make it. That means you don't trust in Yahawashi. But that ain't the Lord. My Lord said.
Back to Sirach, Ecclesiastes 51 and verse 8. Then thought I upon thy mercy, O Lord, and upon thy acts of old.
See, so they show you to go back to the records as a template. Because what's that in Romans the 15th chapter, the 4th verse. Things that were written aforetime, read for our learning. Matter of fact, grab that Bible.
Romans 15:4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning.
Right.
That we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
See, and that word hope ain't there just to be there. That ain't even a word that's for the present tense. That's a future tense word. So the things that happened back then, we can go and read and look to we got something to look to. We got something to hope on. Peter got locked up in a maximum security prison. And the angel broken out of there. So that's gonna happen. You got alligator Alcatraz and shit. These different countries, they said ICE bought so many shit, they got schools and shit. So and now we got a precept to combat that.
Yeah, I got a precept for you.
Let's do it, brother.
Yeah. Lamentation 3 and start at verse 20. It says, my soul has been still in remembrance, and is humble in me. This I recall to mind, therefore I have hope.
See, we just read in the NLT. Read that in the NLT, bro. Read it in the NLT. Like, but that
Lamentation 3 and 20 NLT. It says, I would never forget this awful time as I breathe over my loss. Yet I still dare to hope when I remember this.
See? So we got hope, man. The Lord gave us something to hope on. He put me in situations and scenarios. Daniel in the lion's den. And the Lord had Habakkuk cook some stew. He even had Daniel on his mind. Yet that fresh pie was for him, man. Come on, bro. That's a miracle. That's gonna happen. Lord, you ain't gonna be eating no refrigerated pizza at the time of church. Lord, we're gonna be satisfied, man. You eat cold pizza and shit. It might start out like that, whatever the case may be. But you're gonna eat well, man. It talks about that in the days of famine, we shall be satisfied. So meaning what? You're gonna be full. It talks about how even in records, going back to the records, what was it? I think it was Elijah or Alyssa, the 100 men, they went home full with food. That's all in the records, man. That means it's going to happen again, but it's going to pass its perfection here in Babylon. All right, we'll work this way. It's like you got to go.
Yeah, this Psalms 37. Yeah, this Psalm 37, starting verse 39, it says, but the salvation of the righteous is of the Lord. He is their strength in the time of trouble.
See? That's who we lean on. That's who we resort to. It talks about that in I think that's Psalm 71. Unto thee I may continually resort. Just like Jake went to the trunk to get the Draco, we going to a precept. To be defended, man. You got it.
It says, and the Lord shall help them and deliver them.
So that third round, you know what I mean? The Lord's gonna hold up his hand, man. You got it.
It says he shall deliver them from the wicked and save them because they trust in him.
See, man. That's what the report was for us to be kept. Going back to what you read earlier in Proverbs, the 2nd chapter, how that discretion is going to preserve us from the evil man. You know? You got it.
Yeah, if I may, in that same chapter, the NLT, this Psalm 37 and verse 30, NLT, it says, the godly offer good counsel. They teach right from wrong. They have made Yahawah's law their own, so they will never slip from his path. It says, the wicked wait in ambush for the godly, looking for an excuse to kill them. But the Lord will not let the wicked succeed or let the godly be condemned when they are put on trial.
We'll say, blessed be the Lord, Yahawashi, who have not given us as a prey to their teeth, man. Yeah. Because of walking in this proper path. It talks about that as well in Galatians the 6th chapter. Those who walk according to this rule, peace be on them and mercy. That's going to be the results of this path, man. You know?
It says, put your hope in the Lord, travel steadily along his path. He will honor you by giving you the land. You will see the wicked destroyed.
Hey, so that going to really us being going to rulership. You know, going to the kingdom, going to that path in the 2nd Ezra, the 7th chapter. But it said continue on his path. So that's what we going somewhere. We ain't being stagnant here in America. No, we going to the kingdom, man, with this mindset. You know?
Hey.
You got it, bro.
God, this is the book of Psalms 119 and 49. It says, remember the word unto thy servant, upon which thou hast caused me to hope.
And the Lord has caused us to hope. He remembered, and that has caused us to remember. And that has sparked us. Now we going to the breakers, and the Lord gave us the report of what's going to happen. And we can hope, Lord, I hope that's me. Being kept from the famine, being kept from the even Habakkuk said in wrath remember mercy. You know,
And then you keep on reading, you have more hope.
Yeah.
Because you'll read the scripture, and then you're like, okay, my 5, a couple of months later, so you read it again, it'll hit hard.
it gets more intense.
Yeah.
That's how that's the word is a living thing. That's one of the characteristics of life. It's growth. So like as the brother just mentioned, you read something, and that's the spirit I was just meditating on. It really get more intense. You read something, you read over down 18 verses. Now you really can't bring it out without getting a strike. That's
you got it. Yeah, you got
it's hard.
OB 110, you got a
Yeah.
keyword.
You gotta think 18 verses.
It says, this is my comfort in my affliction, for thy word hath quickened me. And that's again, so again, once we go into these hard times and things like that, we can go back into the scriptures. What the scriptures say, you just quoted it, what was written 4 times, written for our learning. So if you in a concentration camp, you can think about Acts 12 chapter. All right, now I got a chance to do some beauty. You know what I'm saying? You get thrown in the lion's den, like, oh, now I can feel a lot of even it's in the midst of the family, the Lord can send crows to feed you, send animals to feed you. Now you doing the same thing Elijah did, telling you that all these things are benefit for the guys that fear the Lord. Because that wasn't just the regular, it was the regular nigga. Now those men dedicated their lives to Yahawah Sham. So when things got bad, the Lord did what? He helped them out.
They received a prophet's reward, which is ultimately mercy being kept. But when you go into what's that, Ezekiel the 33rd chapter,
That's it.
It really breaks down the prophet's reward. You hearkening to that trumpet, you're gonna be saved. You're gonna be kept. You know, so that's what it is, man. Is that it on that?
One more. It says, the proud have had me greatly in derision, yet have I not declined from thy law. Esau wants you to go off. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't gonna decline from this truth. That's how you know that's your foundation. Winds blowing and things like that. And everything you get strong. It's a wind start moving. You can't even make that up. They be braced for the impact. Yeah.
The derision is part of that wind. It's just like when Yahawashi told people to come walk on water. It was like it was a bolstering wind, that tempest. And he started paying attention to the wind, and then he fell through. That's the whole thing about us. It's like we can't get caught up on that bolstering wind, that tempest, that sound, those distractions of the people's opinions of our walk, man. That's the greatest deterrent of Jake in this walk. Against that bitch ass nigga, and I'ma just say it straight. I'm speaking as me. Akkad, whatever his name
That's a
is,
sick.
with the G-Wagon
that
and
nigga,
shit.
his name go back to Smite.
Yeah.
Lord Smith that
Him with
nigga.
madness. He in derision.
So yeah, you in derision, man.
That's why the scripture say, be not tossed to and fro with every wind and doctrine. That's a part of that derision too, man. That wind, you niggas say Gentiles to be saved by sick niggas, man. Niggas ain't got no integrity, and you guys made the Father's house a house of merchandise, man. And we can't wait until the Lord put you down and bring you back to life and get you in the news.
Them niggas are not the Marinatas, man.
That's it, bro. Matter of fact, man.
The Lord got them niggas, man. Because it talks about one, they're turning from righteousness. The Lord prepared one to the sword, man. So you didn't got many stripes. That's scary, man. Because you in arm's reach of the king.
Yeah.
You finna go through the family. And a nigga might eat a steak to stay alive. Lord might get a nigga a steak, you know what I mean, just to keep him alive and shit.
Yeah.
He was still he was fed porridge at the concentration camp just to get the missiles.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians 16, and I'm gonna start at verse 22. It says, if any man love not the Lord, Yahawashi Mashiach, let him be an Amatana Maranatha. And basically what that word means is a Greek word for being set aside for righteous judgment. So even a lot of these false prophets and guys that's so prosperous on this side, the Lord is really setting you guys up to be destroyed. But when it says why? Because you love not the Lord, man. You know, you leading the people astray. This truth get presented unto you, you cast it away, and all these things is just like the Lord keeping the poles in, you know?
Yeah, because they really don't know what the truth is about. Because the scripture talk about if any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in them. Because if you really know, Jake say they in the truth. Nah, nigga, you just know about the truth. Yeah. If you in the truth, you would hate this place. You wouldn't have no association. Of course, we got a deal. Brother quoted earlier, Lord, pray us to keep us in the world, but to take us not out of the world, but keep us from the evil. We got a deal, of course, but we ain't making our bed here. Now you making plans in August. You finna fuck that. I want the destruction to come.
Yeah, I don't want to hear that shit, man.
That shit, I was like, man, you get that shit like nails on the chalkboard. Jake be saying something a month ahead, yeah. What it is? Next year. It's February 28th. Niggas say, yeah, April. March. Yeah, man.
In June.
Yeah, in June, man. That shit. It's like nails on a chalkboard, cause nigga, you don't know, you might be drafted by that time. But that was it on that.
Yeah, that was on that.
Come on, everybody got free stuff. Come, you got it, bro.
Psalms 56 and verse 3. But the
Somebody
head
Psalm
is,
71.
but the head it says supplication for deliverance and grateful trust in the Most High. It says,
Read that again, bro. Like
Psalms 56 and 3. It says, what time I am afraid, I will trust in thee.
See, that's what you do when you're back against the wall. And even now, in a sense, you don't trust in Yahawashi all the way. But especially when they get intense, when times get rough, it's gonna that need for the Lord is gonna get intense, man. You know, you got it.
That was still on the song.
Sirach 51, yeah, read that and we'll go on get that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sirach 51 and verse 8. Then thought I upon thy mercy, O Lord, and upon thy acts of old, how thou deliverest such as wait for thee, and savest them out of the hands of the enemies.
That's it. Woo! And that's what we do. We looking back to the regular, reading the Daniel, going to today, the third chapter, and there's plenty of other records. That's what I'm saying. Because we show you the modern Christianity and Turkey shit into a damn coloring book. You see King David, and you know what I mean? You got the shit tell you to paint his hair orange or some shit. You know, they just show you that they ain't got the true fear of Yahawah now shine on them. But really we're supposed to look into these things and hold fast to them, because it's a template, you know, of defense in that time of trouble, you know. But you got to that was on that
Just back in the point about Israel being in comfort. Yeah, this Amos 6 and verse 1. It says, woe to them that are in ease in Zion and trust in the mount of Samaria, which name are chief of nations, to whom the house of Israel came.
Hey, and that's what they do. They trust eat, man.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Because they got the perception of the many chariots, the niggas standing army, his face on the money, and the nigga, his track record from according to what he teaches his history, the civilization started with the Greeks, according to him. What about King Solomon, nigga? And you want to know anybody else, at least is not King Solomon. So his kingdom was so primitive, they would rub the stones together to get fire. Yet some nigga Alexander, they came in and started running shit.
And then we go into the Greek culture. It wasn't nothing but a whole bunch of culture vultures.
Yeah.
They was going over, taking over different people, and they was taking things away
And making it nasty.
Who did they take it from? They took the Greeks took it from Jaffa. Those are the Etruscans, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So man, he's always been a culture vulture, right? You know.
And the nigga came with the under that Greek Empire. You had those damn Edomite pharaohs and nigga want to clear Cleopatra, that was a fucking Edomite.
Yeah, that was an Edomite, bro.
Nigga want to hold fast to that shit. Motherfucker, that was if anything, she was already associated with Ham, the Hamitic culture.
And then she was nasty.
Yeah, the bitch came over with the vibrator and shit.
Yeah, she was a vulgar bride. Yeah, but you know who exalted the black woman? The black one, like, that's a great woman. And the Western guy, she went there with a freak, another woman. Marie Antoinette, she was a freak, man. A lot of them, they be some sick people. But that's why it says the victim, he the one that write history.
His story.
His story. Because if you go to like King Hero, King Hero. King Hero was really a righteous Jake. His first wife, he put her to death because she committed adultery. You know what I'm saying? But in Esau, he had 8 wives. What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He a king.
He a king. But they try to demonize him, saying like he killed his wife. Yes, because the bitch was fucking off, man. But they'll have another nigga like Charles II, the nigga with the big chin.
Yeah.
They got him like he was a type of victim. You know?
Let's see. If I may add, what the Lord said, going to Israel, because they supposed to arrest him and eat. That nigga, he adverse towards the Lord. So he teach you niggas to be adverse towards the Lord. So the Lord hates you niggas, man.
Yes.
That's why you at ease and the Lord gonna destroy you with this nigga. Cause we say that touch a pitch, you should be defiled therewith.
Hey, cause these niggas get the green light from E. That's why they go to this bitch, because they give the okay to be a nigga. Nigga is okay, it's acceptable in this society. No matter how much a nigga want to be a nigga, they okay with this shit. Yeah.
He like, you want to be a man? You want to be a man? Shit, you want to be a man?
Yeah, his mama, you can't go out.
Damn,
But the women,
yeah.
why?
Oh shit. Yeah.
Well, who had that scripture?
Psalm 71.
Did you have the precept?
No, it's a real.
Oh yeah, Carl, get that Psalm 71 about the shop. We gonna be wrapping up. You can start at the top.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 71 and verse 1. It says, in thee, O Lord, do I put my trust. Let me never be put to confusion.
See, that's what's going to happen to these people, man. It talks about the complexity of man in the book of St. Luke, 21st chapter. Because they're going to be puzzled by the things that's coming on the earth. Like a nigga going to wake up and he going to actually going to have to go to the grocery store and stock his fridge. And there ain't going to be nothing there. He go to the next spot and they niggas at the door fighting. He gotta go to he gonna come to the realization ain't no more food left. He's gonna puzzle. Now he finna look for
Right.
nigga gonna see if his neighbor he gonna see if his neighbor got some food. He gonna see what and eventually it's gonna get cold. Nigga gonna be like, man, let's go kill this motherfucker, let's go eat. Look JJ or whoever. It's gonna get their time called detrimental. And these people are not expecting shit to get bad because of their mindset. Like I said, the modern Christianity is just living the life of American. They just think the shit just gonna be always in the Middle East and shit. Oh, this shit gonna happen in Russia or Africa. Ain't shit gonna happen here. These niggas sadly mistaken. The shit gonna happen in perfection here. You got it.
God, it says, deliver me in thy righteousness and cause me to escape.
See, and cause me to, that's what we hoping on, man. The Lord to cause us to escape. It's not of us. It's Yahawashi is going to set up scenarios for us to escape, man. But as you can see, looking to the Lord to deliver us, man. You got it.
He says, incline thine ear unto me and save me. It says, be thou my strong habitation. So I can run unto I may continually resort.
See, it said, be my strong habitation, whereunto I may continually resort. So that we resort to the scriptures. As I mentioned earlier, go to the car and get the chocolate. We're going to go to, when the chip comes, we're going to go to Revelation 3 in chapter verse 10. That's us popping the trunk to combat that. You know, you got it.
It says, thou hast given commandment to save me.
See?
For thou art my rock and my fortress.
See, it says, thou has given commandment to save me, man. That's why we said hope to be a part of that number, because somebody got to be delivered. Somebody got to make a part. Somebody got to die. Oh, matter of fact, somebody get real quick, not Ephesians, 1 Thessalonians 5:9. It says, thou has given commandment to save me, man. That shows you that it's not of us. We're bound by hope. But as the elder point we're going to, we got the greatest hope. Because what can top is we got look, I mean, how big bait take little bait, we're gonna take all y'all. Because who else thought of escaping the missiles in the chariot? Man, that's gonna be fine, but that's gonna and that's gonna be the only way out though. That's gonna literally be everything else gonna die. That's gonna be the only way. Everything else gonna fade like, you know, niggas' doctrine is to get money. After a while, that shit gonna die off. That ain't gonna be the thought process no more. Now you just gonna find out what to eat and shit. You know, everything else gonna die out, man. Only thing you just hope is, how could you get up and now?
God, it says, deliver me, O Lord. It's like, deliver me, O my power, out of the hand of the wicked.
Oh, slide. Get that Thessalonians real quick.
First Thessalonians 5:9. For the Most High have not appointed us to wrath,
See?
but to obtain salvation by our Lord Yahawashi.
See, man, that's scary though, man, because He have not appointed us to wrath. But somebody else though. That's why we're bound by hope. We just hope the Lord keep us. We're the ones that's destined to see the salvation of our Lord Yahawashi, destined to be delivered, man. Can you read that previous verse you just read?
God, this is the book of Psalm 71 and verse 3. Be thou. Yeah, come. This Psalm 73:1. Be thou my strong habitation, whereunto I may continually resort. It says, thou hast given commandment to save me, for thou art the rock of my fortress.
See, so we just read in Thessalonians that Lord have not appointed us to wrath, but to obtain salvation by our Lord Yahawashi, man. That's our hope, man. Because we see the report. You know, at first you just you had faith, you probably see things, but you believe, you just repent. And some things you end up like, yeah, that's it. But now, man, we see it. You know? Yeah, we get it. We understand it, man. So we just hope the Lord just keep up, man, because we know the family coming. We know we got ICE, this nigga, his military, you know, keep the wild beasts, because we got zoos in these major cities, especially when these cars and shit, all this shit stops, these cities and these lights, and other beasts that you have never even known about, that's going to come. And this scripture's on there concerning being in league with the beast. That's going to be a thing, man. Yeah. And the motherfucker got an animal bite. And he was there to tell about it, but the bite is crazy looking. Nigga got it. Yeah, I mean, the shit look crazy. Yeah, it's like a bread. You know the little bread, the nigga.
Right.
It's shaped like that.
like a
the nigga's
bread.
mouth shaped like a piece of bread, man. It's gonna be scary, man.
What did you?
Right.
Yeah, it's gonna be scary. And it was a clean bite. He ain't even bleeding when he first got bit. That's how clean it was.
She says, deliver me, O my power, out of the hand of the wicked.
That's it.
Out of the hand of the unrighteous and cruel man.
See, what other time could it be talking about, man? But now, it said that unrighteous and cruel man. What else could it be? Especially this nigga Trump as the face of that, being that guy that's ruling Babylon right now. He's that unrighteous cruel man. From the nigga being unrighteous in these Epstein files to him being cruel with this ICE shit. And, you know, dealing with the northern tribes. So, man, we here. What other time could this be talking about but now? I think it was
It says, for thou art my hope,
That's it.
That's it.
O Lord, thou art my trust from my youth.
See? And this that youth when we first woke up, man. Because now, us coming into this, we finna go into forever, man. You know, that's why I talked about our Lord Yahawashi said, those that mistake shall not taste of death. And it also mentioned those that don't taste death since their birth or something to that effect. It's certain spirits in the earth that's going to transition to immortality. That's going to be it. That's in this system right now. It's going to be in the next world. It's going to be able to tell about it.
Yeah.
That's how we hope to be a part of that number, man. Read the next verse on that.
God. It says, read this again. It says, for the Lord, it's like, for thou art my hope. O Lord, power, thou art my trust from my youth up.
That's it.
By thee have I been holding up from the womb.
See, by thee have I been holding up from the womb. So that shows you too that the Lord, he was on. You was kept really ever since you came back. Talks about you shall be with her through your cricket wave paths. But it was on a certain time when you had been activated, you know. So anybody else got anything else? Yeah, I can, man. So we just hope this will edify. We like to give all praise, honor, and glory.
See Yahawah, by Sham, Yahawashi, by Sham, Qadash.
Double honors to the apostles and the elders and great millstone. Like to say shalom to the elect that teach the word in all true faith and sincerity. And shalom to the believers as well. Shalom.
Shalom.
Night.
Right now.
And we